Tell me how I came to lose your love. Please answer me, my love. You were mine yesterday. I believed that love was here to stay. Won't you tell me where I've gone astray? Please answer me, my love. If you're happier without me, I'll try not to care. But if you still think about me, please listen to my prayer. You must know I've been true. Won't you say that we can start anew? In my sorrow now I turn to you. Please answer me, my love.
I see the streets from here. The people in the streets. All the way up here in the clouds. On Cielo Drive.
I'm deaf to the streets, living up here on Cielo Drive. Maybe the regular person needs to hear a voice.
Terry, you're home. You're never home.
When did you get home?
I always tell you when I'm going to be home and when I'm going to be away.
I've got some new tracks.
There's a time for the love. The time keeps on flying. Think you're loving, baby, and all you do is crying.
What are we listening to?
Charlie Manson.
The homeless guy.
His energy is spellbinding.
Didn't know he sang.
He's always singing. Up there at Spawn Ranch, making up songs, singing by himself, singing with everybody. Always singing. That's what I remember as a kid, my mother. Always singing.
You go up there a lot. The ranch.
It's a magical place.
You produced this? You came into the studio and recorded this?
Maybe rock and roll needs to die and get reborn.
What do you do when you go up there? What kind of experience are you having?
In the dirt, in the earth. Not up here on Cielo Drive in the clouds.
Is it just living like a hippie for a few hours? Is that why you go up there? What do you see in the sky?
I see kids in rapture. I see an emerged sense of self. I see what family can be. Family.
I like my family.
Cielo, the sky, heaven, and it's a lie. I don't see gods. I don't hear angels. If I'm going to mean anything in this world, I gotta go down to hell.
Is this a crisis? Are we having a crisis?
Stop, this isn't a crisis. Why would this be a crisis?
My father, he makes people smile, feel warm. I don't think I have that. He subtly ribs society around the edges and I just slap it in the face. He lets people giggle at all those silly social mores, the racism, the chauvinism, the fascism that's there, staring us every day in the face. I don't think I ever appreciated that. I just wanted to grow up to be Candace Bergen so badly. I remember watching him from the wings, his hand up the backside of Charlie McCarthy, making him squawk. I remember loving my father and hating Charlie. Strangers would come up to me and pinch my cheeks. They thought it was so clever to ask me what it was like having a brother like Charlie.
The world loves my mother. She's what people need not to feel rotten. Her voice, so sweet, maybe a little sad, but pure. Makes people feel warm. People come up to me and tell me that Doris Day makes them feel snuggled. Her voice all wonderful, no trace of agony. She pushes all of that down. She never complicates the message. Doris Day welcomes you into her heart. Feels good to be loved like that. I know cats who tell me that they're Doris Day fans and they don't even know why. Manson has that, but for kids though. For rock and roll kids. Those kids grow up and Manson turns into Doris Day. They're Doris Day.
Terry.
My father's name is Jordan, it's not Melcher. My mother's name is Day. Melcher's my stepdad, who's an asshole.
Terry, I can't feel my head.
And his father's name is Nancy. It's Maddox. And his mother's name is Maddox.
I can't feel my stomach.
He told me that of the ranch, his birth certificate reads, no name Maddox. We're bound, each of us, to the brotherhood of the fatherless.
My dad. He killed my mom. No, not really. Did she?
Good. My mother? Dying? Dying from herself. She killed herself. Dying over time. Dying from herself.
I see a temple. Millions have emerged. Porcelain faces glimmering in the morning sun. Any minute, he will come out and he will speak.
Your spirit is rich. Your soul is pure. Your purpose is open. Sex is truth. Truth makes life whole. It is you against the enemy. The darkness. Black faces. Embrace the light. The great white light.
I love you, Terry. I hate you, Terry.
What are you going to hate? I love you. Nothing's going to change that.
Jesus, damn! I'm trying to make a home for us. I'm trying to make a life for our family.
The world right now hates the family and loves the self only.
What family? It's a tiny family we have. Other families want to live in tract homes, want to live in supermarkets, want to live in the lie. I don't mind the lie, Terry. The lie makes sense to me.
So you have to break it, girl. Break the game. Look at your game, girl. Look at what they've done to you. Your brain, all wrapped around a lie.
What's the truth, baby?
Death, blood, the usual stuff.
Stop! Just tell me what to do! Stop!
You go out there. You go out there at night. You go out there to Cielo Drive.
I don't want to go out there. It's so far away. They don't live there anymore. No one cares about Cielo Drive anyway.
You have to go because you love me.
I love you.
You love me and you hate them. You hate them because they're incapable of love. The love that you feel.
I go. I'm going with Tex. He'll protect us. He has a gun. But that's just for protection. We have to perform a ritual. We have to bleed. I'm not going unless we make our sacrifices bleed slowly. Otherwise, it wouldn't be right. Because I've entered Cielo. It's a sacred space among the gods. And I have a weapon. And I want to kill the gods.
There's no place on this earth for gods. Only the one true God. You know who he is, Candace? You know that I am the one true God. Release me!
I know it. That's why I'm here. We drove all the way out here to Cielo Drive to prove that. We climbed into the clouds amongst the gods to see what they were up to, and it was no good. They were up to no good. That's why Tex has a gun, but I have a knife. Tex is a soldier, but I am the priestess. The gods will pay for their blasphemy, for deluding the people. I'm in the hallway. I recognize this hallway. I used to have pictures of myself and my father with Charlie on his knee up in this hallway. But I'm not me anymore. I walk down the hallway and I have a sacrificial blade. And she emerges from her bedroom and she is large with life.
It's only life, darling. It's not spirit. Life is just flesh and blood.
Then it's going to happen. What?
She's doing the lie!
What was he singing about?
Love and loneliness.
The end of the world?
I think he's just singing about sex, not death.
I think it's the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Why would it be the end of the world? It can't be the end of the world.
Are you lonely?
I'm around people all the time.
I'm lonely. Even when I'm around people all the time.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to live here in Benedict Canyon.
All right. Let's leave.
Good, I'll talk to Mom. She always knows where to go.
Yes, I'd like to know what she thinks about it.
She'll agree. She wants me to be closer to her anyway. We need to vacate Cielo Drive as soon as we can.
I was at a script reading this afternoon. Something we're shooting in the spring. A Western about two survivors of an Indian attack. They were running away from the red man to seek refuge with the white man. During our lunch, I went out to the car, your car, to read ahead and get an edge on the script. And I don't know if it was the smog or the heat in the smog, but after a couple pages, I passed out. I dreamed that I was at home, and I was pregnant. I don't want to be pregnant, Terry. I don't want to have kids. But I was pregnant, and I was at home, our home, on Cielo. And there were people there. All kinds of people I didn't want there. But I couldn't tell them to leave, so they were there. I made a sandwich, and I walked down the hallway towards our bedroom. A dirty girl. Maybe my age, maybe about 12. Was opening all the doors and looking in all the rooms. She saw me standing there with my sandwich. And she smiled. She was so beautiful.
There's a time for living. Time keeps on flying. Think you're loving, baby, but all you're doing is crying. Look at your game, girl. Look at your game, girl. What a sad delusion, frustration and confusion. You're living in doubt. Can you ever live without game? Sad, sad game. Sad, sad game. Mad game. Just to say you love is not enough, even if it can't be true. Oh, you can tell lies, baby, but you're only fooling you. Can you feel all those feelings real? Look at your game, girl. Look at your game, girl. Can you feel all those feelings ain't real? Then you better stop trying to play crying. Stop trying to play crying. That's the game.